Yes. Yes, 2 times. I know the vibes though, right? On a Friday. She like, they like, we go, okay, on the two-step though. Like, ooh la la. Looking for M's like I lost a friend. Hop out of the bed like, where's the bread? What it do, people? You're now tuned in. Popovich TV. That's the show. That's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. So if it's your first time, please come on in. Over here, we deal with sports, hip-hop, entertainment, interviews, Popovisms 101, and motivation. If that sound like something you can rock with, then before you exit and hit stage left, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, smash the notification bell, so when I upload the videos, you get alerted. You get alerted when I upload the videos. And if it's not your first time, then y'all already used to what we do over here. So you know how I start my show. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. We in the end game. And we in the end game, people, because, you know, what's trending now is two iconic figures, and there's no title on it. You know, it's just me talking my shit on the Friday night. Like what they talking about. Well, right now we're going to talk about Patrick Mahomes, his fiance that they keep saying, wife, his little brother, LeBron James, and a few other shit. But LeBron is trending for running away from some joints, right? I was supposed to be chasing after him down the escalator, if y'all seen the video. And as LeBron, I spoke about him a few times in a lot of videos on the court. We betting. Gassed off Lakers, gassed off LeBron, even though, you know what I mean, what's the name, Big said Shaq. And just how of a shrewd, you know, individual he is. And one of them is keeping his private life private, keeping I was about to say his wife, you know, out of harm's way, but I'm sure she just keep herself out of harm's way. You know, he got Rich Paul. I always equated those two individuals to the two individuals on Survivor's Remorse. And I think actually some of his peoples had hand in writing in that. When you see Patrick Mahomes, you know, from winning the title and his little brother and his, you know, fiance is cute and this and that, and then, you know what I mean, 7 days could change. Like, it was all good just a week ago. And now you hearing allegedly, maybe, kinda, sorta, that he's telling them for next season, dead. Like, finger across the neck, even deaf people know what that means. Like, yeah, you dead. You can't come to the games no more. I don't want you coming to the games and, you know, throwing champagne like you won the championship and doing TikTok videos, maybe not knowing that you just dancing on one of the, you know what I mean, one of Washington's finest. I was about to say Washington football team, but I think they're the Commanders now. You know what I mean? On Sean Taylor Day. Maybe not knowing, and some people say he didn't know. How could you not, right? You at the game, pre-game, etc. Is he wrong for telling his girl that? Telling his little bro, like, yo, y'all causing a distraction. Even if you're not really causing a distraction for me up here, I still gonna go out there and do my 1-2s on the football field. Or maybe for the team, or maybe for the brand. I don't think he's wrong. And not at all. Now, some people like it's a bullshit story, you know, I've seen on the other channels. Y'all know I be running through these YouTube streets, running through these YouTube platforms, and they should have never. And for the most part, people agree with Patrick Mahomes, right? And again, that's his girl. It's not his wife. Yeah, it's his fiance. Will they get married? Should they get married? That's not for me. I will say that certain things is red flags for the caliber of person that he is. Obviously, he's a you know, NFL champion now, world champion, and you know, just a young brother from a good family, obviously good stock. Father played in the Major League Baseball, but I'm just thinking, like, why he ain't saying nothing. And I get it, it could his brother, big brother, the little brother, and then obviously he going home with his wife. But it's also some other stuff trending. I guess they was at a game, and I'm not really following like that. Can't be tuned in all the time, 10, you know what I mean? Like we give you all of the news all of the time. I just can't do it. But obviously, nonetheless, the shit, it continues to spin. Well, he was at a game, you know what I mean, with his lady or whatever. And I guess I can't tell what they saying. People are saying they was arguing. He took his hand from around her, and when you see the J's and the B's and just whoever's in the celebrity eye at these Laker games, at these Knick games, at these big profile games, and it's for us to dissect, or not for me, but for some people. And then you spend it to LeBron again, and you say, 18 years, came in the league at 18 or whatever, 17, whenever he came in. Not one fucking thing. Like, damn it, man. On some Derek Jackson, when I really first started running through these motherfucking YouTube streets, he was the, the big topic and all that. His downfall of being the hero for so long to live to see himself turn into the villain. You know what I mean? That's one of his shirts, I believe, is black men don't cheat. You know what I mean? For whatever that's worth, right? No, that's bullshit. Everybody cheat, no matter, but you're black, no matter your color, men and women. But he has pretty much been the poster boy, the face, like challenge. Like I could see you, you could see me. Like Pop of his TV, we transparent with it over here. And I've seen some things where it was a recent story about a stripper, and maybe they got an elaborate scheme on the back office, like they still doing their 1-2s. I wouldn't be surprised, and if you turn the beat on, rest in peace, Bismarck, I wouldn't be shocked and amazed that on some backdoor office shit, LeBron is hitting some side beat. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Or I wouldn't be surprised that he just, is the image that that he's carving for himself. Either way, he not sloppy with it. He ain't got his wife, doing the most. Remember Aisha during the finals, and I get it. It's you want your husband to win, and some of the fans can get a little zealous. So it's like, yeah, fuck you too, nigga. Like, yeah, just because I'm this nigga wife, yeah, I can say fuck you too, you know what I mean? And, or however that goes, but it just paints a bad image. So you got, you know what I mean? Will it help Patrick Mahomes, or will it cause more problems? Do you see it lasting? Like, make it last forever. Some Keith Sweat shit, like 86 in it. I don't wish nobody to break up. I know what it's like to lose. To have those, things happen. And let's, bring us to this shit. Because I spoke about this as well. With Kanye, right? Valentine's Day just passed. I did a show on that. Y'all know I don't celebrate. Y'all know I don't enter all that, the holidays and when they tell us to do shit. Little disobedient when it comes to that, a little hard-headed. He sent Kim K with the words on the side of the truck, crystal clear. Obviously the KK, playing on the words and shit, and it was clever. He's a genius, right? Like, and I fuck with Kanye. I know if you've been following the channel, if you still tuned in or whatever, I met Ye out in LA with Damon the one time that I did meet him. Cool as shit. But you know what type of woman you was getting married to. You know what I mean? So it's like, you send the flowers after you break up with Shorty, the chick from one of my favorite movies, even though it's not I don't think it was Blockbuster, Uncut Gems, you know what I mean, with Adam Sandler. And obviously, y'all know I like it, sports, hip hop, entertainment, we live, we roll hip hop for the chicken dinners. Huh? We hit the night. That feeling, yeah, we hit the night. And so the sports show was about him being a degenerate gambler, losing everybody money, owing everybody money, and Megan Fox, or whatever Fox her name is, he was fucking with her for a little bit. And obviously Kim is fucking with the the tattoo dude, the white boy from Staten Island. He did the movie about the fireman that one his pops was a fireman, died in 9/11. Funny movie, etc. You make public the little texts and shit, which I didn't see. But the point is, a lot of people was like, is he wrong for wanting his family back? And Shorty was a rebound, etc. And again, I know what it's like to be on a rebound. You know what I mean? The thing is, though, again, you knew what type of woman you was dealing with. And I ended on this. You know what I mean? We ain't going to be too long. This shit right here with Rihanna, and I spoke about this as well. saying I seen so many people congratulating, and I congratulated too. Like, hey for them. You know what I mean? This is bound to happen. Everybody was overjoyed and posting and posting and posting. Wasn't posting their peoples, you know what I mean? The businesses and shit. Wasn't, you know what I mean? Like, you don't push that, you push the other. And that's neither here nor there. I get it. But people was really like, you know what I mean? Like, he's the happiest and he came up and this and this and that. And it's like, ASAP Rocky, that is. Rihanna, she's iconic, right? She's Riri. You know what I mean? Like Homeboy said in the battle on the BET, and he said her name like 5 times. Was that Royce the 5'9"? I think it was Royce 5'9". That was like Rihanna, like, you know what I mean? And we all got a kick out of it. And obviously, you know, people that made mad hip hop references about her. You know, she got niggas fighting in the club, throwing bottles, etc. But that's the whole thing, though. Like, they about to have the child, 10 toes, 10 fingers, etc. More power to them. Bless them. But would y'all be shocked and amazed? Because I'm not going to be shocked and amazed if when the baby's 5, baby's 6, she pulling some shit like Kim, like, I'm not happy. And even they're not married, you know what I mean? So it's just a baby mama and baby daddy, you know what I mean? In the sense of you lucked up like that. And he was like, of course, people, you the person I was conversating with. Like, mad niggas that trade their arm and all that for Rihanna, etc., etc. And again, I'm not down her. She's Grammy Award winning. She's a millionaire. She's beautiful. She's a free spirited and all that. She still got a lot of bodies. And she's still very public in the public eye. And I know most men wouldn't want their, you know, woman to have that attached to them. Now, if you're not famous and you're not in the public eye and you the neighborhood, you know what I mean, slide, community dig all buzzy. And you go to, you know what I mean, the next town or the next town's over or a few more towns over, where nobody knows you, and you know, you hook up with the nice guy, you find a nice girl, you think she know how to do all this shit in bed, and you're like, oh, I done came up on something nice, something promising. It's cool, because nobody knows. And that's how I view it. When you in the public eye, and it's like, yeah, like he said, my girl got rich over a home movie. Yeah, she got, you know what I mean, famous or whatever for fucking with this nigga. That's not cool, but yet you chose. Nobody forced you to move forward, then have kids. You know what I mean? So now when you get this, and she fucking with homie, and it's over with, and I'm not happy. Shout outs to the coach gang, you know what I mean? Coach Greg Adams, that's his little tidbit, you know what I mean? One day she wake up, I'm not happy. Y'all gonna be shocked and amazed and surprised that they didn't work out, and that they just co-parenting? Like, and I won't get out of here. Let's talk about this shit. Y'all know we unscripted, it's no format. The Van Jones shit. My God. And I watched CNN. I was tuned in like y'all when it's paying, I mean, even more so when this shit was popping off two years ago, 2.5 years ago. Like, damn it, the numbers is going up. Shocked and amazed, buying into it. Then you slow down a little bit, have some patience, think about it, like, stop, think about it. Martin, think about it. You say, this shit is, damn. Virus is man-made. They saying this shit worse than cancer and AIDS. So shout out to Uncle Murder. Because this shit crazy, shit crazy. And I said all that to say I was tuned in. And I fuck with Van. You know what I mean? I fuck with Van Jones. It's an intelligent brother, obviously an older brother, wrote books, and, you know, interviewed Buster, you know, and all that to see, you know what I mean? Married, kids, divorce. Cool. I walked down the road before. Walked through the Shally, the Fallow of Death, you know what I mean? Now to get the co-worker, I'm not sure what she does. I think she's in, and I don't know her name off the top of the head either. Y'all could go Google that shit. Whatever her name is, nice looking sister. She an attorney or she's something like that for the justice system. Pops off with her. Now they co-parenting for a child, baby girl that they're expecting. And she younger than him, and it's like, they said they discussed it over lunch. Like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about having my first child, and that's you. That's another Coach Greg. And that's you. They're selecting you, Van Jones. And y'all just going to reproduce like that and have a child. And again, to each his own. You know, Nick Cannon, and I did a video on that. My views is the same. They're not changing. To reproduce is a beautiful thing. To be a parent, you know, to raise people that didn't actually be here just like we did. You know, you can't choose your parents. Just like you can't choose, oh, but you're black. And I'm light skinned. You know what I mean? So you can't choose these things, whether you got shit parents or you got great parents. The greatest parents is in the world. And we all want our parents to be great. And sometimes they may fall short. Sometimes you may fall short as a parent, as uncle, etc. The point is, you know, when you're not there physically in the home, and you can have all the money in the world. And they say Jones is worth a couple million because the rich dude that went to space and all that gave him I think 5 million or 10 million, like 1.5 million, like the purple tape. He got a couple of M's just to go out and do his job. And now you co-producing and you telling us in the back office that y'all just was having some, you know what I mean, chicken Alfredo with the garlic bread, and you was like, yeah, you know, I'm divorced and you know, you want your first kid and that guy's me? Cool, let's do it. Let's do it. Can it work? I guess. You know, a lot of kids that live with the moms, then you know, for the parents that's trying to still really do it. Because we know a lot of times mom could just pack up and just go to Dallas and not tell you where your son is at. Now, you know what I mean? Like do foul, loud shit. You know what I mean? And I use that example because most of the time the woman has the child. So you really want your kids, like Kanye want his kids back. He want that nucleus back. And so, you know, he's saying out in public, you got to think about these things before you know what I mean, do what you do. It only makes sense. You know what I mean? What's y'all thoughts? Is Mahomes wrong for telling his little bro and his fiance, you know what I mean, that they got to chill, like slow down, like just slow down, don't come to the games. But then you say, really, it's being amplified because of this thing right here, like pop of his TV, you know what I mean? Like I could see you, you could see me if you're not hiding. My shit is open. That's why all my shit is open. Come on in. They could do more damage on social media. You know what I mean? Like they don't gotta come to the games to just open up the phone and start arguing with the fans like Aisha was doing. And you know, you don't see certain people fall into the pit holes, and everybody can't be. So I guess we gotta appreciate it and respect it while it's happening in real time. Because then when you rewind it, like, you know what I mean? Like when you reverse it, nigga, from Boomerang, don't be whipped, whip that. But you know what I mean? Reverse it. When you reverse it and you sit, when you look back, you say, damn, now that record is spotless. There's mad dudes that was even older than him that fumbled the bag. And you look at Tristan Thompson, as you with the Kardashians too. Then you pop off and you got not one, not two. So they saying 3 more baby moms. Like, what are we doing? Like Greeny in the morning, what are we doing? And the shit ain't cool. And then at the end of the day, we be like Kareem Hunt. It was a story about him that you know, because of his situation with his baby moms and you know his kid's mother, that he don't do no celebrations. Touchdown is good. Like he wanted to, you know what I mean, he get in the end zone all the time. He could be doing all types of Harlem shakes and beans and stretch, keep it going to the beans, like all type of dances. But you know why he said he don't? Because he can't afford that fine and that hit to the pocket because he paying so much child support. Like, you know what I mean? You will see him in the Super Bowl any given Sunday. You know what I mean? When this shit didn't drive off in the Hyundai, she was supposed to go to, now y'all know the rest. Like she walking around looking like, you know what I mean? And that's Kanye West. And obviously, when you listen to some of his catalog, funny and ironically speaking, a lot of this shit that he talk about, like those lines I just quoted, is coming back to haunt. Like he like, you know what I mean? The other joint with all of the lights with Rihanna. He talking about, you know what I mean? Like I have to go up there and kill, you know, got other nigga next to my kids and all that. You know what I mean? Some tattoo nigga. Like, it's real crazy shit crazy. And it's a lot of shit going on. The Tommy Sotomayor on the Fresh and Fit, fighting with Shorty. Well, I really only seen a smidget of a nipple, like Halle Berry, Jared Goff, Halle Berry. I only seen a smidget of a nipple. And I definitely seen her hit him. I'm gonna probably do a video on that. I gotta look more at the tape. Gotta go look at the tape, like review it, see if it was a flagrant foul or not. But come to find out, or allegedly, maybe, kinda, sorta, this nigga's a porn star. Like, who would have thought? You know what I mean? Like, you flying joints out to do some content for fans only. And you know, I got up on a lot of these people late. So a lot of these people, YouTubers I'm talking about, people that's, you know, they popping. You know what I mean? They've been doing this for a little while now. And because I wasn't really running through these streets or really fucking with it like that, didn't know. So now, to see the different people and to see the drama or the stuff that seems to swirl around them, you know, throughout the months. What I mean? Time flies. And I actually was on the show talking about the Kevin Samuels and all this. Was he gay? Was he not? Is he the Godfather and all this shit? I was making my rounds. And to see that, shit is just crazy. But I'm not shocked and amazed, because if you do watch Tommy content, he do talk about the BT3s and BO1s and the 3000s and these joints and slides. But he never said he wouldn't fuck him. So when people are like, yeah, he's a hypocrite, and what human is not really some form of contradiction unless you're LeBron, you know what I mean? We opened up schools for the, you know what I mean? For the people in poverty. And I'm being funny. I was gonna say I'm not. I'm just being funny. His record is spotless though, but the point is you may be vegan and then cave in, or you may have problems doing something and slide back. Or you may, speak out on, you got these channels and shit and people is tuning in, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. You may go against what you say at a time in the moment. It don't make you the worst person in the world, but it does make that he says, all right, they probably the easiest to slide, and I'm not mad at him for getting some buns. Like, it's just some buns. Now, hitting her and all that, obviously, I'm not with you just standing there and letting somebody beat you up. Obviously, him being the bigger, the man and the stronger person, he didn't really have to, but I didn't see him do that. That's why I said I got to watch with my own. I did see her get a little hit off, and then the video I seen, some blurry shit go up, but somebody said her titties came out. Like, you out there jingling, baby. Go ahead, baby. She was jingling all over the world, and she was on the Kwame show, and, fellas, you got to be careful. That's why the Chris Brown shit keep coming out, the Trey songs, and where there's smoke, there's fire. And you'll be a Me Too. The Snoop Dogg talked about it before the Super Bowl. Go see the other video. And you just got to say, why does this stuff keep swirling around or popping out the box for certain individuals? Because you would think any three of those guys, especially Chris and fucking Trey, ain't got to do nothing to nobody. Like, put Molly's all on her champagne. She ain't even know it. Like, I took her home and I enjoyed it. Yeah, she ain't even know it. Like, you ain't even got to do all that. There's only one of you, and like Kanye said, it's 1,000 of yous. Like, you know what I mean? On that stronger song, all and faster, that song. Like, it's only one of me, and it's 1,000 of yous, and all of y'all pretty much want to fuck with me. So why do I have to go the slimy route, the underhand route, some shit that's going to fuck my career up, get me in jail, even if it's 15 years down the line? The statutory limitation for whatever city, state, when you all around the world, same song, and you get around like Tupac. You never know how different laws is, and I'll definitely end on this now. The New York shit. I'm from New York, and y'all know I always fuck around this New York and house. I'm not going to do the song, though. Shallin' in the house, everybody. So, Commissioner Adam Silver, right? He was on to Get Up, which I like. Greeny in the morning. What are we doing? That's his line. And it's mad funny because he's a Jet fan. He spoke about, which I didn't know, that not only fucking the athletes and the people from the other teams, when they come to New York, if they're not vaccinated, can play in New York, but also entertainers, singers, and comedians and shit. I was like, oh, word? Oh, so this shit is really about health. And you pay Juvenile to sing to everybody to vax that ass up? Right. Was that fair? Fuck the fairness as far as to the players and whether you got money on the game, because that's your money, son. Like Scott Van Pelt, that's your money if you choose to do what I'm doing. What about the health and the shit that y'all keep pushing and having? What he said, I keeps me up at night, knowing if the city gonna shut down again. Like, oh really? That's what you spinning? But the players from the opposing team could come and they not vaccinated. Comedians could come snatch a bag from us New Yorkers, sit in the crowd, do a show in the stadium with us, go back to where they going, and they not vaccinated. But Kyrie can't play. Then you got Stephen A., who I met also out in Houston at All-Star Weekend, and it's All-Star Weekend now, up in Cleveland. They said the first day was nice, it's snowing out there. Cleveland is like upstate. I should get a little brisk, like Trae Young. Where's the the real, concern for the people of New York. Because it's some bullshit. And, whether you were sheeping out and you just go along with the get along, and you know what I mean? Go along, get along gang. Or you just a sheep in that sense, you just go along because you don't question nothing. Me personally, I'm always looking with the side eye. I have to. I have to. Maybe I got trust issues. I don't know. But I said, damn, not only is the other players could come here, but the singers and the rappers and everybody could just come here. This bullshit. And it just goes to this. When this shit first popped off and everybody was running to Atlanta and you hear Uncle Murder again, you know what I mean? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Shit crazy. He was like, Atlanta was the only place that didn't shut down their clubs. Like, just think about that. And then think about The Walking Dead. And I always quote that as an example because this is what this shit is. Like, we living in the Matrix. We in the end game. Tony, there was no other way. And they all going to die fighting Spider-Man. There's nothing you can do about it. This is what it is. And The Walking Dead, the different rulers and the people, they tribes, they rule the fuck the way they want. This shit is the same thing. New York, they rule the way they want. Jersey, they rule the way they want. In Cali, they do it the way they want. They get electric chair over here, no electric chair here. 16 years old, good for, engaging in sexual things. 16 over here, no. That's it. So wherever you living at, that's just what it is. Because if Atlanta could stay open in the pandemic and other people, and fuck players, but we talking about players, to come here and play at our arenas where we paying our money. I went to the Garden to see LeBron, and he didn't even play. That's the game he fouled. He got the technical foul, whatever. They suspended him for the next game when I go to see the Knicks play LeBron, and the Knicks won. They could come here and play. We got to spend our money. But our own players, like a Kyrie, can't play. Shit makes no sense. It's stupid. And it's like, who making these fucking rules? Oh, it's you, Mayor Adams. It's you, the last one that just got out, and Blasio, and whoever's in charge of your city. Is it right? Is it wrong? Obviously, we don't make the rules. So you either following them or you fall victim to the penalties if you violate them. That's just really what it is. And if the penalty is getting caught, like in one episode of The Walking Dead where they was hitting him in the back of the head over the tub, real graphic, violent, brutal shit, like humans, brutal. Then after you smack them in the back of their head, they lift their head and cut their neck off, like, then the blood just crazy. I'm like, yo, this series is the illest. That could be your penalty if you violate, one of these laws. Life in prison, or whatever it is. Death by electric. And obviously, when you're breaking the law, certain things like killing people, doing things that you should be punished for. And that's a person that did time. No, some people belong in the motherfucking locked up. And maybe not the way that it is now, but some form of penalty absolutely should be administered to somebody that's just wilding out for fucking respect or just wilding, period. But you know what it is. It's your boy, Popovich. You was just tuned in. Popovich TV, that's my show. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling. Back up in here one more again. Yeah, kid.